Hey guys, here we are again. I'm at the point now where I've got the top attached to what I'm calling my desk, and the two pieces. One piece is not in very good shape. It was used a lot more than the other one, and it's got some rips and tears in it, and it's not as in good shape. But I mean, for the moment, it'll do. What I wanted to do was try to trim it a little bit by where I screwed these on by putting nice little washers on there to just kind of look a little industrial or whatever you want to call it. Looked a little more like something that would fit in a garage. But then I realized I don't have enough of these. I've got 4 in this piece. I've got 5 more of those washers. And the problem is, I think I'm going to need some of those washers when I hang the cabinet on the wall, because the sheet metal on that cabinet with these small headed screws is probably just going to rip itself off the wall if I put any weight in it. So if I don't build something to make it a little stronger, well, I probably will do that, but I'm going to start using some of these washers initially to help hold it up on the wall until I get everything in place, and then I'll fabricate something to make it a little stronger. But that means I'm not going to be able to use these washers on the desk. Right now I've got 5 remaining, so I'll leave the 4 that I have on there for the moment and consider figure out what I'm going to do after I get the cabinet up. I'll get the cabinet up first and then go from there. I'm just debating whether or not this pressed wood is strong enough for me to stand on in order to put a cabinet up. It might be okay if I stand on the outer edges where the 2x4 framing and stuff is. That's probably what I'll end up doing. But yeah, and this is not 100% square. It's off just a little bit, so I've got a few little gaps in places that I'm not really happy about. But whatever. I mean, you can only do so much with reuse. Like I said, reusing materials. You never know what you're going to run into. And of course, I didn't try to square everything perfectly when I framed it up. I figured, if it was off a little bit, and I put the top on and I lined it up with the top, which is square. It's cut square from the factory, that I could line it up and screw it together and square it. And it's pretty damn close after doing it that way. But it's satisfactory. It'll be okay. But what I'm going to do next is start focusing on putting the cabinet up on the wall. That's going to be a bit of a chore. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean off this desk, all this stuff out of the way, and I'm going to get the cabinet over and onto the top of the desk. From there I can figure out what kind of a method I'm going to use to prop it up high enough to put it onto the wall. And we'll go from there. And of course I wasn't very smart about marking out my 2x4s. I do know they're 24 on center now, I'm pretty sure about that, most of them anyway. I do have one mark beside my receptacle here, which I can go off of to find the other studs, so I can put the screws in the cabinet in the proper places so that it's attached to something strong. So for now we'll pause and we'll be back shortly with once we have some progress.